And every Halloween, check out the murder scene. Can't help but duplicate the violence seen on the screen. My homies dying for they get to see their birthday.